Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be kicking it old school with an 1800 style thirst quenching drink.
What are you making?
I am making a Switchel.
Switchel?
Switchel.
Woozle?
Haymaker's punch.
Oh, cool.
So the drink I'm making today is called either a Switchel or Haymaker's punch, and it dates back to the 1800s. This would have been a time when, of course, farmers didn't have electricity, so there's no air conditioning, there's no fans, and they're working in hot summer days. And often these drinks would be made during haying season, where they're outside for hours and hours, cutting, collecting, and throwing bales of hay on the back of trucks. So this was basically the original sports drink, except without all of those funky food dyes, chemicals, and of course, processed sugar. So we're making a natural electrolyte beverage today. One of the reasons I want to do it today is because I'm going to be teaching tomorrow, and we are under yet another heat advisory and heat wave here in Ontario, and I want a thirst quenching drink that's going to replenish my electrolytes, but I don't want to add a whole bunch of processed sugar, and of course I don't want to drink, the commercial ones that are available. So what you're going to need is either lemons or lemon juice. We can't find organic lemons where we are, so we're going to use organic bottled lemon juice. You're going to need apple cider vinegar of some kind. So this is a raw apple cider. You want a raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar that still has the mother in it. It's got a lot of nutrients. You're going to need some ginger root, which I have already peeled some. And you're going to need a sweetener of some kind. You've got two choices in this, and I'm going to make one of each, so I'll show you the process. So you want enough lemon juice that it equals about 1 lemon. So that's 2 tablespoons of most bottled lemon juices, but it'll tell you right on the bottle. So I'm going to measure out my lemon juice.
Cool.
And what's nice about these drinks is that they're healthy, but they do the job of replenishing, I think. I'm not quite measuring back. There we go. They replenish your electrolytes, keeping your body hydrated. It's really, really easy to become dehydrated in these really hot temperatures. And what I find is a lot of people are going for things like soda pop, diet pops, those types of things, and those are not going to replenish your electrolytes, and they're certainly not going to keep you hydrated. Water's good too, but it's nice when you're doing a lot of sweating to really add those nutrients back in. So in one of them, I'm just going to use plain raw apple cider vinegar that I've already measured out. It's 1/3 of a cup. So again, you really want to get raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar with the mother. And the next one I'm going to be using is actually one of my own herbal infused apple cider vinegars. This one's a sumac one. I mean, just check out that color. So now I'm going to get the added benefits of vitamin C in it as well. So don't be afraid to experiment. You can use plain apple cider vinegar, but if you have access to herbal infused ones, I say go for it.
Oh man, those are beautiful.
So the lemon juice is going to support the liver. The raw apple cider vinegar is amazing for your digestion, and so is the ginger root. So now I'm just going to finely chop up my ginger root. The smaller the pieces you have, the more gingery it's going to be, because your Switchel or Haymaker's punch is going to come in contact with a larger surface area of ginger. Switchel. So we'll add ginger root to both of them.
Cool.
And if you can get organic ginger, I highly recommend it. And you don't have to peel your ginger, but if your ginger is conventionally grown and not organic, I definitely recommend peeling it. I just find I get a stronger ginger flavor if I peel my ginger root first. So I'm going to add it to this one. I'm anticipating being really hot and uncomfortable tomorrow, which is why I'm making 2 batches. In one, I'm going to use raw, local, organic honey. and yes, these are sweeteners, right? So when you buy your commercial electrolyte beverages, they do have sugar in them as well. But the difference when you use natural sugars is that you're getting tons of minerals, enzymes, and other nutritional health benefits in your sugars, especially things like local honey and maple syrup.
Cool.
So for the sumac one, I think I'm going to add my honey to this one. And this is about 4 tablespoons or 1/4 of a cup. And this is very much to taste. Lots of recipes say 5 tablespoons of your sweetener. Personally, I find that a little bit too sweet.
Maybe 4?
Yeah, that's what I did. I did 4, which is the same as 1/4 of a cup. Yummy. And then in the other one, I'm going to use maple syrup. And I find maple syrup is a little sweeter than honey. Oh dear, that's going to be fun to clean up later. So I'm actually going to use just a little bit under 1/4 of a cup of maple syrup. And this is also locally made. So make sure that when you're making these beverages that you're using actual maple syrup, you know, not corn syrup in disguise. Another option too is adding molasses. But personally, and blackstrap molasses has amazing nutrient, especially high levels of iron and lots of other minerals, but personally I don't really like the taste. The next step is pretty easy. It's water. So we're using our filtered water from our Berkey.
Oh. Wow. Oh, done.
Yep, and you want to fill it all the way up. Bud, you're in the way.
Oh, wow, sorry.
There we go. And then I'll be filling up the next one too. So make sure you're using good quality water when you're making drinks like this. You know, no fluoride, no chlorine, ideally. And that is it. I have made 2 batches of a homemade electrolyte beverage. So they're not ready yet. You want to give your ginger root some time to really infuse with the vinegars and the lemon juice. If you're using a mason jar like me and you have a metal lid like this, you're going to want to use parchment paper because the acid mediums, the vinegar and the lemon juice, are going to corrode your lid. So even though this is only going to take 12 to 24 hours to infuse, you still want to make sure you've got that barrier method because you want to give it a really good shake.
So this is Haymaker's punch, also called Switchel.
Switchel. So I definitely encourage making this, you know, instead of consuming things like commercially purchased electrolyte beverages. This is cheaper and it's way better for you. You're going to get tons of minerals, nutrients, vitamins, plus you won't be dehydrated anymore. So thank you so much for joining me on this Haymaker's Punch Switchel recipe video. If you like my content, I hope you can subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and definitely share with your friends. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.
Bye.